Yeah. So today we'll discuss about the DevOps. What exactly the meaning of the DevOps and why we need DevOps also with our skills and what are the job opportunities also with the DevOps also we'll discuss. So now here, what exactly the meaning of DevOps is? As the name suggests, we have a development plus operations. Say
Hello.
in the modern application development, say we are going to keep like a DevOps like a teams we are going to maintain. In that we have development plus operation teams we are going to maintain. Previously we have development team is different, QA team is different, operation team is different, support team is different. But now in the modern software development or in the agile kind of methodology, we are going to keep both development and operations team we are going to keep in the single team. With this, what is the advantage is we can deliver the applications at the rapid phase. Okay, and we are going to automate the complete software delivery life cycle also. Okay, what is the main advantage we are going to get is faster releases. So what is the meaning of the faster releases? In the agile kind of methodology, what is agile also we'll discuss. We need rapid IT service delivery. Previously, we used to take even 1 to 2 years also for the application deployments. But today we don't have that much time to deliver the applications. In order to deliver at the rapid phase, what we required is we want to deliver at the rapid phase, we want the automation. Okay. And a lot of people having one thing is like if they ask about the DevOps, they will tell that is some set of tools. Okay. So if someone asks about the DevOps, we'll tell some set of tools. But DevOps is not only the tools or it's not only the process. It's IT culture. Okay. It's an IT culture. Okay. And in the IT culture or it's a philosophy. Okay. It's a philosophy we have. So what is the meaning of IT culture or philosophy is in the last 30 years, okay, there are some thousands of companies and they have delivered, so we are going to deliver some millions of applications have been delivered and we learn a lot of best things and we did the mistakes also and we are going to learn from those mistakes. For that purpose, we are going to implement IT culture. Okay, so that's, and we are going to use the process and we are going to use the tools. With this, what we are going to get is rapid service delivery or faster releases we are going to get. And one more thing what we are getting is we are getting the improved the collaboration between the teams also. So previously we have lot of conflicts between the teams, like maybe dev team and the QA team will have the issues. QA team and maybe infrastructure team will have the issues. Our support team and the dev team will have the issues. And we will all these teams will have the issues with the security or monitoring kind of teams. Okay, but in the DevOps, what is going to happen is all we are going to keep in the single team. Okay, so with that, what we are going to get is we are going to get the like improved collaboration between those teams. Okay, and higher quality, stable builds we are going to deliver also. And like in the agile, one of the like success secret is we need to move into the application like fastly to the market, and that kind of time also can be reduced by that kind of time also is going to be reduced by the DevOps kind of tools. So that is the reason, like as the companies have been implementing Scrum or Agile kind of methodologies, day by day, the demand for the DevOps tools also is increasing day by day. So that is the reason the jobs also is generating. More jobs also are getting created day by day. And in the Scrum, definitely we need the DevOps teams also we required. Our DevOps engineers also we required. Okay, so that's if we see the global market has been day by day it's increasing because we need to automate end-to-end our deployment process. And it's not only the deployment kind of thing, there are a lot of things. It's a culture, it's a philosophy, it's a process, how we can deliver the applications at the rapid phase. We did lot of mistakes. We means it's maybe a new company also, but definitely from the previous mistakes we need to learn. Again, we shouldn't do the same kind of mistakes. Means we need to adopt a good culture, good philosophy in our IT development. That's what DevOps is going to deliver for us. Okay, so that's what DevOps is going to deliver for us. Okay, and day by day, that the market of the DevOps has been increasing. Okay, any doubts on this? Any doubts? Now
Sir,
coming to the
DevOps also SDLC only, sir.
No, all these are part of HDLC itself. Okay, so maybe in the HDLC, this is a subpart kind of thing. So in the HDLC, we are going to use agile kind of methodology. Previously, we have V model. Okay, but the DevOps is like in the build and release, it plays a vital role after the development is done. Okay, so DevOps is not a HDLC, this is part of HDLC lifecycle.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the life cycle we have in this? We'll discuss. Okay, so here.
Sir, if you called what is DevOps means, what we should do give the answer,
Yeah,
sir.
so DevOps means it's an IT philosophy or IT culture. By using some set of automation tools, we are going to deliver the applications at the rapid phase. Okay, so we have some set of tools. Okay, so by using that automation tools, we are going to deliver the applications at the rapid phase we are delivering.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay, so then here we have the in the DevOps lifecycle, we have the plan. So we have the plan. Then like development is going to write the code. Then we have the build. Okay, so after we manage the code, so developers will write the code. Then they are going to keep that in the Git. After that, we are going to build it. Okay, so then we are going to build that one. Then we need to, like after build, we are testing that applications. Then we are going to release. Then finally, we are going to deploy and we are going to operate it. So these are all the things we are going to perform in the DevOps lifecycle. So in the DevOps lifecycle, we have the plan, code, build, then test, release, deploy, operate, and even we need to provide even at the production level also we need to take care the monitoring, observability, logging, all these we need to take care. Okay, so all these things we need to take care. So we'll discuss more deep into this DevOps lifecycle also going forward. Okay. So here people will ask us what is the DevOps and what is the agile kind of methodology. So agile is a software development kind of life cycle, and in order to handle the change, the best method as of now in the market we have is agile kind of methodology. So in order to handle the agile kind of methodology is the best software development life cycle we have in order to handle the change. So what is the meaning of change is, like today the technologies are changing, our requirements are changing, or we have the new features are coming and the competitors also giving with the new technologies, then definitely to the existing applications, we need to adopt new changes need to be done. Okay, in order to handle the change, previously we have the waterfall model. But waterfall model is the worst model to handle the change. Okay. But the best model in the market today to handle the change is like a agile kind of methodology. And the main focus of the agile is we are going to maintain the software development methodology. Okay, it's a software development methodology, whereas the DevOps is part of that agile itself, which will focus on the build and release kind of things, software delivery, operations. These all is going to manage. Okay, so now here, what is the main goal of agile kind of methodology is like to handle the changes, or we need to adapt the changes, and we need to emphasize the customer feedback. All these we need to take care. But what is the main goal of the DevOps is that deliver the applications at the rapid phase, and we want good reliability and faster deployment life cycles we required. And we need to reusable the scripts, and we need to provide stable operations also. Okay, so that's like DevOps will focus more on the software delivery and operations by using the automation kind of tools. Okay, and in the Agile also, Agile is not only one kind of methodology. So we have a lot of methodologies under Agile. In this, most of the companies are using Scrum. Okay, so in the Agile, like we have mostly the companies are using Scrum. After Scrum, another methodology what we have in the market is Kanban. Okay, so Kanban is another one we have. Okay, so then, so what is the main advantage of the Agile methodology is Agile will focus to handle the change in a better way, whereas DevOps will focus on IT service delivery by using the automation kind of tools. Okay, so mostly in the software development lifecycle, we have the agile kind of thing, and it's going to handle the change also in a better way. And DevOps will will plan for the build and release kind of things. Okay, yeah. Any doubts on this? Yeah. Any doubts on this? Okay. So the main advantage is like here we have the rapid IT service delivery, the velocity or speed is there, stability and more scalability also. So we have today the applications need to be deployed for millions of users. That kind of high scalable applications we need to deploy. Maybe 10 years back or 15 years back, we have very limited servers we used to deploy. But now what is going to happen is we have huge number of servers we need to deploy. Okay, so that is the reason in the IT service delivery, like what DevOps is going to give is speed or velocity, stability, reliability, automation, scalability. All these are going to be provided by DevOps. Okay, so that's like we can do the deployments also, cycles also, we can do lot of deployment life cycles, and fastly we can deploy those. We can automate 24/7, we can execute those. Okay, so then we can deploy those into, like we can move those applications into faster way also we are going to deploy. Okay, so then like even the failure, even if any change is happened, that like we can identify at the initial stage itself. And if any like disaster happens or any failure happens, uh, uh, to recover that also is very less. We can recover also from those very fastly we are going to do. So these all the reasons Now, most of the companies are implementing Agile and DevOps kind of tool. Lot of companies are moving to Scrum or Agile kind of methodologies. By not implementing DevOps, it's not at all possible to catch the speed of Agile. That is the reason the DevOps jobs have been increasing day by day. The DevOps jobs has been increasing day by day. Okay. So, but what may be the disadvantage we have in the market is the maturity of the people is very less. There is a gap in the skills. In order to cover that itself, we are learning this. Okay. So if you deliver that expertise, then definitely it's going to create a lot of job opportunities for us. Okay. And the traditional kind of people like those who have 10 to 15 years kind of experience, still they're going to follow the manual kind of methods itself. There we are getting a lot of resistance, but they also are losing the jobs. And we required high mature kind of people also is required. Okay, so that's these are not the disadvantages. Whenever we are implementing a new technology or new thing or new automation in the company, we'll have definitely these disadvantages. But like people has realized the need of DevOps, and those who have the skills, mostly those people itself will get the success. But definitely when we are shifting the culture, like it's also a IT culture, some resistance will come, but already we crossed that stages. Now everyone knows, like definitely we need to implement DevOps kind of practices because it's already proven kind of thing. Okay. Say in order to reduce the investment, all that also we have very easy end-to-end integrated tools also available in the market. With that very fastly also we can move. Okay. And a lot of people having the skills gaps, they may have traditional kind of administration background, or they may have the manual QA kind of background, business analyst kind of backgrounds, or normal only coding kind of things. But they also need to implement all these. Okay. And one more thing, one more disadvantage I can tell is, okay, so there are a lot of tools are coming into the market, but okay, so what we are discussing is like what are the challenges we'll get the companies to move to the DevOps is like some of the old kind of mindset of people, like we'll get some resistance from them to shift this. But now most of the clients are adopting the cloud itself. Okay, but we required initially some training, all these we required, if we have some licenses, all that we required to purchase. And we have even open source tools also we have. But on the manpower training, the companies need to invest some time. Okay, so some investment also they need to make. But a lot of people are looking for the trained kind of persons who can come into the companies and can perform these kind of operations. And there is a gap in the skills also, and lot of tools also coming. To overcome that itself, we have this training will help us. And definitely security wise, there are a lot of best practices in the DevOps. Security is not at all a constraint in that DevOps wise. Okay, so these all the disadvantages, but we need to overcome. And mostly the core pillars are what are the major operations we are going to perform is continuous integration and continuous delivery. So in the continuous integration, that is one of the development best practice. Once the developer push the code, okay, so we are going to do two operations. We can call them as continuous integration and continuous delivery. In the continuous integration, what we are doing is we are check out the code from the source code. Okay, we are going to build it. Then we are going to use the unit testing, integration testing. Then we will do static code analysis. Finally, we'll store that in the Artifactory. So these all the steps not new to the IT, but previously like we don't do it very frequently. We don't do it. and in the initial stages we don't do it. With this, what is the problem we face in the applications are, like it used to take a lot of time, and in the final stages, we used to get a lot of errors. In order to avoid that one, we are implementing CI kind of best practice, and at the very initial stage itself, we are going to identify issues which are related to code or build also, and we are not going to deploy also. Before itself, we are going to identify a lot of issues. Okay, I'll tell one example. Say normally in the medical terminology, if any of the issue has been identified at the early stage or final stage, which is easy to fix. If you identify the issue at the initial stage or final stage, which is easy?
Initial stage, sir.
Initial
stage itself, because even with the small precautions also we may overcome. But if it is identified at the final stage, that is very risky kind of thing. Even like it affects the life also for the patient. In the same way, if in the project also, if you identify any issue at the initial stage, that is very easy to resolve. Okay, if you identify that at the final stages, the project also may fail with that, and the company also may face huge challenges. In order to overcome this, we are implementing continuous integration kind of steps. What is going to happen is, before deploying itself, we are identifying whatever the build issues we have, unit testing issues, integration kind of things, and we have static code analysis. All these we are identifying at the initial stage itself. Okay, all we are going to identify at the initial stage itself, we are going to identify. Okay, so any doubts on this? Any doubts? Okay, then after we do the CI, then we are going to implement the CD. In the CD, we have two terms, either continuous delivery and continuous deployment. So what is the difference between CI and CD? We'll discuss. In the continuous delivery, like we are going to make that software is ready for the release, but before deploying into the production, okay, so we are going to get an approval from the client or maybe from the stakeholders. With that approval, we are going to deploy. Okay. So
Shrikant,
yeah.
Shrikant, I have a question. So
Yeah.
Shrikant, you have mentioned about the continuous integration, right?
Yes.
So is it continuous integration and Git are the same? Like, or
that's not only the Git and continuous integration is not same. The step starts with the Git.
okay.
Because even that code, how we are going to maintain the branches, branch protections, all is also one of the best practice in our like a project development.
Okay, so it's everything will be done in the Git.
Yeah, everything now the single source of truth is Git in the GitOps.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but Git itself is not the complete CI. Okay. So,
okay.
But the process starts from once
Git.
the developer push the code into Git or maybe any of the source code kind of thing, the CI steps will start.
Okay.
Okay. So after that, we are going to do the build, unit testing, integration testing, static code analysis, quality gates, artifactories. All these not new to the IT, but what we are doing is we are automating everything. We are automating everything. So with this, what is the advantage we are getting is, like in the initial stages itself, previously we don't have that much budget or we don't have that much time to perform all this frequently. And a lot of projects have been faced with major issues on the final builds and the project never released also. In order to avoid these kind of things, we learn from those mistakes and we are practicing these kind of best practices. What is the advantage of the CI is the issues are identified at the very initial stages or final stages. What is going to happen?
Initial stages we are going to identify.
With the initial stages itself, we are going to identify with the CI kind of things. That's the reason we should learn from that or not.
Yes.
There are some thousands of applications. Those are very bigger companies also are not able to deliver in the deadlines because at the final stage, they found major issues. Okay, so that means we need to learn from that and we need to implement CI kind of stages in the very initial stage. And what CD is doing is they're making that software as a release ready, but we are not going to deploy that into the production environment. We are waiting for an approval and with that we are going to deploy. Okay, but in the continuous deployment, okay, what is the difference is continuous delivery is required. In the continuous delivery, we require a manual approval. Who need to approve?
Stakeholder.
Yeah, stakeholder or client need to approve. But in the continuous deployment, even we got the high maturity of our pipeline and we trust our pipeline, then seamlessly we'll move to production also. Seamlessly we'll move to the production also we are going to deploy. We are not waiting for any approvals. Okay, so then continuous delivery, continuous deployment, almost it's same steps. Okay, but only the difference is continuous delivery required an approval. Okay, so but in the continuous deployment, we no need of approval also, automatically will release to the production also. Means the client also got confidence on our like pipelines and he trusts us, then he will give the like a permission directly move to the production also. Okay, but if it is a risky kind of thing, then we are going to implement continuous delivery. I hope you got it right.
Yes.
Almost the process is almost same, but we are keeping one approval kind of mechanism in the continuous delivery. Some companies are using continuous delivery. Some companies are doing continuous deployment also. Okay?
Okay.
So then here we have vast set of tools are available. But one thing is, if you learn one similar kind of tool, other tool is easy to manage. You don't need to worry about that. So having this kind of vast tools are creating job opportunities for us. Okay, so as per the consulting kind of rule, always we need to adopt the right technology. That itself is going to give the success for us. If you go with the older technologies, definitely calls would be less. Okay.
Okay.
So then here one more like a doubt or like a normal FAQ will get from the people is the both DevOps and SRE both are same or not? So now what is going to happen is multiple kind of things now coming into DevOps kind of profile. Okay, so there in the DevOps we will focus more on the culture and collaboration kind of things, and we are going to keep SRE will focus more on the application monitoring, application reliability. Okay, so then we are going to keep the systems or production systems should be reliable and always those should be like available, and say if the more users comes, it should be scalable kind of things. Okay, and to the companies also, like to the clients also, we have a lot of SLOs we are going to give, sir, like we have like a reliability is required, then we required SLO. All these whether we are going to implementing or not, or matching or not, because we given a lot of assurance to the client whether those kind of objectives are we are following or not. Is going to be checked by SRE, and always it will make application is running or not. And if any disaster is happening, okay, so that's we need to take care that from the disaster we need to restore also. Okay, so both are now interrelated kind of things. So both are interrelated kind of things. Now, even from the DevOps wise also, like a lot of people are asking SRE kind of job roles also. That means we don't have a DevOps engineer, we don't have a SRE engineer like that. We don't have the admins, we don't have the cloud kind of people, we don't have a security kind of people. Like if they take the resources, they need to do end-to-end kind of things. Like this, we need to prepare. Okay, so that means just we need to change our mindset. These all practically possible. Okay, so then like now, like we have a lot of things also coming into the DevOps. AI Ops is coming, GitOps is coming, serverless kind of deployments also we are getting. Some companies are implementing ML Ops also. Then DevSecOps, that means security is also. If I don't use DevOps, DevSecOps means security is not there, is not correct. But some companies are like integrating security also. That's they'll call as DevSecOps. And we have the platform engineering, SRE kind of, all these also we are going to get it. Okay, so all these ML ops also is coming, or AI ops, GitOps, these also in the next 4 to 5 years we need to implement. Then the scope or potential is very high in the market. The potential is very high. Okay, so those like after getting job also, it's a continuous process. But what we will get is, we'll get like very good career growth in the market. Okay. So then here it's a continuous process. Just like how we win one game, next level is there. Like this, it's a continuous process. And in the agile or modern kind of software development, I'll do manually the things means the companies are not ready to accept. Even if the companies want to manage, client is not ready to accept that. So that's the reason definitely we need to focus on the automation. So definitely a lot of resistance will come. People will ask, is it required automation, scripting, programming is required like this? But definitely who will overcome all these kind of things and will open that kind of, will challenge that kind of resistance and will overcome that, that definitely the success is going to come. Initially that learning curve is required. You need to focus more, but the future is very good. And that's not so easy also for the AI to replace this kind of job role, but definitely AI also add more value for this. AI also is going to add more value for this. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts on this?
Shrikant, so are we going to cover the script, the programming?
Yeah, scripting Python we are going to cover.
Okay, and the shell scripting.
Yeah, shell also. Basics of shell and Python will cover. Okay. So that means a lot of people will ask only cloud admin is enough or DevOps is also is required. Definitely we need DevOps also we need to implement, because otherwise the cloud is a self-explore kind of tool. Okay, so now everyone can use the cloud. That's not a big issue. Means it only doesn't create the job opportunities for us. Okay, so with the cloud and DevOps and one operating system, scripting, some monitoring kind of things are like the very hard skills what companies are expecting. Okay, so 100% we are going to get the success right. Then definitely we need to keep more efforts. Nothing wrong in that. Okay, so each course itself I can split it and I can teach for 15,000 also, but there is no use at the end. We don't get any result at the end. But why we are getting success here is we have the multiple things in the course, that cross-platform kind of skills itself are giving the success for us. Okay, so what is the major reason why we are getting good placements and good calls? That is the main reason. So that if we don't follow, then definitely we don't get the success. Okay. So definitely DevOps also is required for us. That's no doubt about that. Only cloud is going to give the jobs. I can easily cover AWS only, Azure only. That doesn't give the jobs like that. Okay. So even not easy to cover all these also is not a easy kind of thing. Okay. So definitely we should have a lot of interest, lot of passion. Otherwise not so easy to cover all these. Okay. So definitely only with the cloud, in the interview you may attend and you may not clear the rounds because the actual company expectations are different. That's we need to follow. Okay. So only say cloud can provision infrastructure, but if I don't automate it from Terraform wise, there is no use. If I don't automate my CI/CD kind of pipelines, then there is no use. If I don't deploy faster deployments, there is no use. And if I don't reduce my cloud cost, then there is no use. Only with the cloud, we can't achieve all those. So definitely we require more automation also need to be done. Okay. So then definitely like multi-cloud and DevOps itself, we have a massive market opportunity. No doubts about that. Okay. So people can tell, working guys or maybe like institutes can tell lot of things. Okay, only AWS have a market, only Azure admin have a market, only like traditional tools if you learn will have a market, but that is not correct. Okay, so we have multi-cloud and DevOps itself is the like a massive market opportunities we have. Working guys can tell a lot of things. In their project, the scope is very less, but even if they want to get a new job, that's not so easy kind of thing. Okay. So that is the reason a lot of people will tell we don't use all these in the project, but in their interviews, they will ask all these things. Okay. So most of the people are taking one guy who can do multiple things. Who can do multiple things. Okay. So like this itself, the market has been increasing. Okay. Any doubts on this? Any doubts on this?
Oh,
Okay.
DevOps and Agile is the difference. Like Agile is the initial stage and DevOps is like upgraded
No,
stage,
no,
right?
both are very tightly integrated.
Okay.
So in the Scrum kind of methodology, what is the expectation is, okay, if I take a one guy, that guy should able to do coding, that guy should able to do operations, that guy should able to do automation, QA automation, but he is only in the textbooks only. Practically, we are not getting that kind of manpower. Hence, we splitted that into dev and operations. Maybe in the team, in the Scrum team, we don't have a development kind of team. We don't have a QA kind of team. What we have is, we have a Scrum team. Okay. In the Scrum team, we'll have a cross-platform kind of resources. Means maybe 2 or 3 developers, 1 or 2 DevOps engineers, 1 QA engineer, 1 documentation kind of, like this, or support engineer. Like this, we have the cross-platform kind of resources we have.
But the main purpose what is this? It's like if the developer is doing all the same thing.
No, developer is
server.
not doing that. We have rapidly, we need to deploy the applications, right? Only
Yes.
one developer is not enough.
Yeah.
So
What is
we
the main
need to
purpose?
close, say suppose I'll tell one use case. If development team is separate, operation team is separate, okay, so we have lot of collaboration issues. Okay, we and us kind of mentality. Means say suppose if development team required a infrastructure, they need to send a formal email and they need to that would be a lot of processes there. But if both are running in the same team, good collaboration will come in the team. What is we are going to get is, we are going to get good collaboration among the team members.
Okay.
Okay, there are a lot of psychological factors also has been implemented in this. Okay, so that means with the Scrum kind of team, like we are closely working with the development kind of teams and operation teams are closely working. Then we don't have we and us kind of mentality.
Yes, sir. That is the agile methodology. I think that agile methodology.
No, in that itself we have the DevOps teams, right?
Yes.
So we can't differentiate much into Agile and DevOps. As the demand has been increasing for the Agile kind of methodologies, DevOps tools and DevOps engineers requirement is increasing. But DevOps will focus more on the IT service delivery.
Okay.
Okay. So whereas Agile will focus on complete, so maybe a superset is Agile in that DevOps also is part of that.
Okay. DevOps is a part. Agile is
Agile is
DevOps
the
is
complete
part.
software life cycle.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
So we
DevOps is
required a
the
lot of
incremental part in
admin
Agile.
kind of skills we required, networking kind of skills we required. Okay, automation kind of thing, process we need to implement, and we need to have the troubleshooting skills, observability skills. Okay, so these all if you learn, then like even we'll have a good career for the next 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
As we are going to deal with the production kind of workloads, it's not so easy to AI also to replace us. Okay.
Okay. So how to use AI with using the DevOps? So there is any like collaboration or like what kind of
Suppose as of now in the deployments, they're not taking that. Maybe in the monitoring, observability, there we are using AI kind of integrations.
Okay.
Because we are
So
dealing
there is
with the production, right? That's risky kind of thing as of now.
yes, yes. So that's so there is it is necessary or like it
Yeah,
comes
maybe
in
going
future.
forward, we'll get
Not-
that kind of maturity also.
Okay. Okay.
So going forward, AI also may replace us. Okay. So definitely non-technical persons, definitely they can enter into DevOps and they can do the wonders. But only the problem is we need to change our attitude. If you change your mindset, definitely we are going to get the success. Okay. So some skills we need to learn. That's definitely will give the very good success it is going to give. Okay.
Okay.
So that means non-technical people shouldn't come to DevOps, not like that. So 90% of my people are from non-technical background itself. Because most of the CSC guys or IT guys are getting outside itself. Okay, that's the reason. Like even everyone are coming from civil background or even BJC kind of background, pharma. Okay, those kind of people also got the success. Okay, AI role, it's not a replacement. Okay, say we need to adopt AI kind of things also going forward. So while automating the task, take the help of AI. That make you more powerful. Okay. So one statement what I can tell regarding the AI is not going to replace your job. A guy who knows AI with DevOps may replace your job. Hence, what we need to do? We need to implement AI kind of things also going forward in our profile. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So mostly like we'll cover real-time kind of things, and you can check with our team also. They will guide you for the how to get the job opportunities. All these. I'll give you the right kind of mentorship, not for my benefit. What exactly to get the job success? I'll give you the mentorship kind of thing. Okay, and we'll have a strong resume, and I know how the consulting firm works. According to that, I'll prepare the resume, all this, and I'll always choose the right technologies. So with that, we are going to get the success. Okay.
Satish, one question, in AWS, what services we are
Yeah, so
going
mostly we'll cover 30 to
to,
40 services we'll cover.
okay.
Most of them are infrastructure and PaaS related.
Okay.
Infrastructure and PaaS related, and which are good in the market, we'll cover.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
So
these
definitely
secret
we need
storing
to.
and those things also
Yes,
we
secrets
cover,
always
right?
will cover. Yeah.
Like the configuration file
Yes,
details,
yes.
like
Yes.
dev profile, prod profile details.
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely we need to acquire the skills. Okay. So then only we'll get the success. Okay. So here, what is the advantage nowadays is we have huge platforms are available. Even from that also we can learn. And you can use the AI kind of tools like ChatGPT. All these also we can use, and we can automate the work, and we can fastly do the things also. Okay, so that's basic infrastructure related networking and troubleshooting. All that skills also we need to improve. Then we are going to get huge success. Okay, sure. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, right now there is no doubt.
Okay, so Monday onwards, we'll start with what exactly AWS and what are the services we are covering, and basic overview on the services, and virtualization we'll discuss in the next session.
So,
Okay, so regular
okay.
classes starts from Monday 7 o'clock.
Do you have any other shift, Satish,
No, only
this is the only shift?
This is only.
Okay.
Sir, after class, any notes is provided, sir?
Yeah, notes also provided. I'll share the video
So can you
also.
can you come to the office and we can speak for 1
Yes,
hour?
you
Like
can come.
45
You can come. Yeah.
Okay.
Soft cup notes, sir, or not directly? And
I'll provide the running notes also. What is the note they have? All that we'll share in the document.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So Srikanth, first we're going to cover the cloud
AWS. Yeah. First AWS and Linux will start.
Okay.
After that, we'll go to parallelly we can cover.
Okay. So multi-cloud it's like more of,
Second cloud doesn't take much time.
okay. It's like Azure and GCP, right?
We'll cover Azure. GCP we manage. You can manage that.
Okay. but not the Oracle.
Anything is manageable.
Okay.
That kind of just terminology changes.
Okay.
Say if you manage Samsung TV, Sony, can you manage or not?
Yes, yes.
Little
So they know.
confusion may be there 1-2 days.
Yeah.
Almost all are same kind of thing.
Okay.
Maybe we can tell Yahoo and Gmail kind of.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even one recent placement, she is working on OCI. Okay.
Oh, is Oracle, right?
Oracle Cloud.
Okay, Oracle.
So that's manageable, not a big issue. That kind of mindset we need to build, that is going to give the success for us.
Sure, sure.
Company definitely will give the opportunity for you. Take that as an opportunity and grow. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks.